welcome back, Rust lovers, and here we are today with the Bulrush, which is a fishery stroke farm base and full 2x2 living area with loot rooms, etc. That's completely possible to live out a full wipe unless you get raided, of course. So let's take a look. We've got a bridge going across this river, which is obviously convenient. Place to park a boat in case you grab one or someone pulls up here and doesn't try to kill you. We've got some electric lighting scattered along here that in the evening shows up quite well, along with a few tuna can lamps just to give a bit of atmos. Let's go in the main entrance here. We'll start with the left-hand side, which is your main base, if you like. Got a couple of drop boxes there. 2 garage doors I put here. You could put conventional doors, of course. Straight in, you've got a workbench and a couple of small boxes there. The whole of the main base is made out of metal, just to give it some extra strength. You could honeycomb the outside of this as well. I'm going to open all these garage doors up. So each garage door is 9 satchels, if you didn't know. So that's quite a few satchels to get through into here. It's the main reason as well I've made these walls in steel. So you got 4 large boxes, 2 small boxes and 2 barbecues, just to add a little bit of extra storage. Of course, you can cook on them as well. In here, you've got your TC at the back, 3 large boxes on the bottom, 1 on the top and a small box there. Yeah, again, you can lay that out to however you want. That's a common one I tend to use to give a nice amount of storage and still easy accessibility to all the boxes. A couple of large boxes here and a furnace. Of course, you could substitute one of these for 3 furnaces, or a couple of extra to make 3, rather. So that's that. That's your sort of main standard 2x2 steel all round, could honeycomb top and sides if you wish. With that, let's go to the fishery and farm. Briefly just touching on this, got a timer here. These are for the outside lights. I've got that set to like a nighttime kind of cycle, which is about 10 minutes, but of course you can set it to whatever you want. In here you've got the back of your vending machine, which is the little shop you saw outside, which I've put in here just to sell our wares. I mean, of course, you can sell bone armour that you get from fishing, or the fish traps, the meat, of course. But if you're on a river, there is food around here, but you could, of course, be on the coast. And cloth, etc. I've got my battery here. Again, you could hide that in one of your loot rooms, or even in a bit of honeycomb around the back. Furnace, couple of small boxes. We've got a planter here. Large planter and one over there. Just turn those lights back on. Just turn them off so they didn't die out on me. Now you can see here I've got 3 fish traps along this central aisle here. Now fish traps are fussy to place. I'll give the link in the recommended videos at the end of this video on using fish traps. But they need a shallow piece of water. And I tended to, what I did here was I had one in my hand, checked that it was blue to lay them. Then I built some foundations along the edge, checked that I could lay all 3, then I built around it. 3 of these will keep you going quite nicely. Any high calorie food in these, again, I'll only touch on this briefly because you can refer to the video after this that I made if you want a bit more detail. So, you know, you can put a pumpkin in there, cooked fish, meat, anything like that. I loaded these up earlier. Let's see what we got. Minnows on this one. Caught with some cooked fish. Every time you catch something, it uses a bit of fish. I've been sticking the minnows in here. These will create you some compost, which again you can sell in your shop or put in your planters if you want a bit better yield. Just some more minnows there. Again, you can eat minnows if you're a bit short on calories for your hunger, but they only give 1 healing, 1 hydration, so it's very low. But if you're desperate, you know, they'll suffice. What have we got in here? More minnows. Okay. I was hoping for something a little bit better than that, but I'll give it a few minutes. And then with the power of editing, we'll show you what we got. Okay, left them a while longer. Let's see what we got. Ha. More minnows. Compost. What is this? It looks small, so I would say it's a herring. 1 piece of fat, 2 fillets, and 1 bone. Not great. Trout's the best, I think. That looks like 2 more herrings. A sardine. Okay, that's better. So that added 5 fat to that. Yeah. So sardines and trout give the best. Already 11 fat. So yeah, so you can see they do work. Farming, of course. Hemp you need to repair your fish traps, plus to make clothing and armour. You could keep going selling this stuff. But again, it's good for your own use. You know, you need cloth for everything, from basic armour and, of course, to make bows and that sort of thing. So I'm always up for a farm, even if it's a small base. But with this base, you've got everything you need to be completely self-sufficient. There's nothing you won't need here. And of course, you've got fresh water right here that you can fill up with your water jugs. So always keep a couple of these water jugs if you find them. Always handy. You can research them and make them. Just point at the water, right click, fill them up, tip them straight on your planters. This one's getting a little bit low. Straight on. So there you go. The fishery and farm. Very straightforward. To build on a river, you could build it on a coast. Even if it was saltwater, the fish traps will work. But obviously, to water your plants, you're going to need to desalinise them with either a campfire and a gas canister on top of it, or the electrical water purifier that you can get now. And just before I show you how to build this, I'm just going to give you a 360 so you can see of how it looks, and then we'll continue with the build. And that's the Bulrush. Thanks for popping in, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a good day.